Hello, and welcome to my first Let's Play. I am the Red Eft, and I was very excited about this game coming out, the ShapeShifting Detective. For those of you who don't know, this is an FMV game. FMV games, full motion video games, kind of a niche genre, but I find them very, very entertaining. There's a, wide variety of games, and some of them are serious, but I tend to find most FMV games are not very serious, but they are very entertaining, kind of campy. I happen to enjoy them in general, and in this particular case, the company that made this has made a couple other FMV games I've been involved in. Most recently, the Infectious Madness of Dr. Decker, great game, definitely recommend it. And I believe there's some of the same actors in this one as that, as well as from the other FMV game called Contradiction, another great game. So I've been following these guys on Twitter for a while, so I knew this game was coming out, and I'm very excited to play it. Haven't played any of it at all yet, and figured it might be fun to stream it, and share my reaction with people. Yeah, let's go. I'm ready to see what this game's all about. So I've seen a couple of the interviews for this.
You're listening to Radio August. Dark Nights with Poe and Monroe.
It's 5 o'clock, and I'm Alice Monroe with your August update. August police are appealing for information following the murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw. Ms. Shaw's body was discovered last night. Chief DuPont is calling the crime a violent and despicable act. Anyone with information about the murder is urged to get in touch via the department's confidential tip hotline. It's horrible, Poe.
Indeed it is.
You need to learn when to keep your mouth shut.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, who are you is a good question. Okay.
Exactly. Rewind.
Oh man, I'm getting infectious Madness of Dr. Decker flashbacks already. That one man who was trapped in like a time loop. I was gonna say, so I think the backgrounds of these
You're listening to Radio August.
tarot cards.
Dark Nights with Poe and Monroe.
It's 5 o'clock, and I'm Alice Monroe with your August update. August police are appealing for information following the murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw. Ms. Shaw's body was discovered last night. Chief DuPont is calling the crime a violent and despicable act. Anyone with information about the murder is urged to get in touch via the department's confidential tip hotline. It's horrible, Poe.
Indeed it is.
You need to learn when to keep your mouth shut.
Okay, so I assume talking was bad because I didn't keep my mouth shut. Alright. What happens if I click the trash button?
You know why you're here, don't you?
Sure.
Then humor me. the dead girl. And this. What exactly were you thinking? You have one job. Don't get caught. Do you think you can do that this time?
Yes.
Splendid. You're going to a town called August. Find Chief DuPont. He's gonna think you're someone else. This person. This is who you are now. Understood?
Okay, so we're not even working for the chief. I thought the chief knew that we were a quote-unquote shape-shifting detective. I guess we work for some shady agency or something. Okay, I'm a little confused on... Does this trash icon make me silent? Or, like, what is this yes?
Splendid.
Oh, okay, so that's like a quiet option? That's like to progress and I...
If someone so much as sniffs that you're different, you'll be deprecated. Deprecated.
Okay.
We expect you to use your ability. Just don't get caught.
Alright.
And never, ever change into a child.
Why are
In brighter
children...
news, August resident Mia French
Will I
is
be stuck
celebrating
or
the
something?
return of her missing pooch, Barley. The 8-month-old Basset Hound puppy was found outside Daryl's Chicken and Ribs.
And that's 5 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
I'm Violet.
Oh, hello.
Welcome to the guest house. There are some rules. In particular, no shoes in the guest house. The carpets are priceless. Now, how long are you staying for?
Hold on a second. Is there a menu? Okay. Okay. So, by the way, so this is one of the actresses from Dr. Decker as well. Which, she's talking about wearing those shoes. I seem to recall her character who used to like to walk on the beach also didn't wear shoes. I don't know. Seems to be... I don't know if that's just a coincidence or what. Alright. How long am I here? As long as it takes sounds like we're in some serious thing. I don't know how much she knows about why we're actually here. Saying I'm not sure sounds kind of weird too. I'm gonna say I'm not sure.
That's fine. It's yours for as long as you want it. There's not been many visitors of late. Perhaps the murder will bring some tourists in.
What? Okay, lady, that's a little strange. Yes, perhaps the murders will bring tourism in. I don't... okay, I don't... Sure, lady. I'm just gonna be quiet. Whatever.
Sometimes we wish we'd asked something and the moment just... passes.
Are you saying I can't be quiet? Okay. Yeah, sure, that's what the murder...
Yes, the murder. You haven't spoken to the chief yet, have you?
Who the hell are you? Excuse my language. Like, how do you... Are you working with this organization, lady? Okay. Is that my name? Am I Sam? Is that who I'm pretending to be? What does that mean?
Chief DuPont. He's the one who booked the room for you. You look lost. You should probably go and speak to the chief. Your room is just down the hall, last on the left. It has its own back door. The chief said that's the way you'd like it.
Okay. Whoa.
Just finishing.
Oh. Oh, yeah. Tarot cards. So that's something, apparently... Actually, I ordered a box, but there's a set of tarot cards that they made for this this game, and you can actually, buy a version of them on Amazon if you're interested. And I decided to buy some. I like tarot cards; they're kind of fun. And I didn't have a box anymore, so I figured I might as well get some. And it'd be cool because it'd be from a game that of a company that I like. Yeah, let's ask her about the future.
You don't believe?
I didn't say that. No. I don't know if I really believe in tarot cards and that they're like magical or anything, but I think tarot cards are kind of an interesting way of self-reflection. you know, it makes you think about questions and ask you about things about your life rather than... Because tarot cards don't really give you the answer. They kind of give you a direction, in a way. But yes, I'll say I believe, just for the sake of the game.
That sounded serious. You must have a serious job to do. Hi, I'm Bronwyn.
Bronwyn. Okay. So for for Dr. Decker, I ended up taking a lot of paper notes just because that was another murder mystery and you had to type in questions and ask people things. There's no text parser in this game, which hopefully will streamline it a little bit. Although I did really enjoy kind of going in that Dr. Decker system of typing things in and out, but I'm just hoping I don't have to remember or start taking notes. I enjoy taking notes, but I don't have notes prepared right now, so I hope that I don't have to take any right now. I am Sam. Okay, my character's not very convinced about it. Don't act like you don't have
Pleased
powers,
to meet
dude.
you, Sam. If you'd like a reading.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah.
So, what's your question, Sam?
Okay, are these like game hints? Will I win? Are you guilty? Wow. Okay. This guy, whoever I am, can I save or is it automatic save? Okay, so I guess there's no save files in this game. All right. I wonder if you can die in this game or not. This is not how. I feel like this is not how tarot works. But okay. I guess will I win?
The Fool.
That's what I
I'm
get
going
for
to see a
asking.
lot more of you, aren't I, Sam?
Hey, lady. There's no need for that.
Enjoy the journey. But remember, not everything is winnable. I'm in room 1 and that's down the hall. Rain's in 2, Lexi's in 3. And which room are you in, Sam?
Oh crap. Oh, should I tell her? I don't know. She just called me out. She's creeping me out a little bit. She's I mean, it's not like she probably can't find out. I don't know how big this place is. Alright, let's tell her.
Good. We're neighbors. Just knock if you need me.
Alright, please don't come murder me in my sleep.
Very interesting. What do you think, Poe?
Yeah, I think it has several interesting elements to it. From the sharks, I mean, often sharks, they stand for perhaps some danger that's lurking.
Well, this is freaky. I feel like
perhaps
I'm
represented
some kind
as
of
danger
weird daydream
of
with this
certain
blurred
people,
camera effect.
people that this listener perceives as dangerous to them, and never falling and then never hitting falling and never hitting the water. I mean,
Subtitles are on, right? Why are there subtitles? Do subtitles not work for the radio stuff? Weird.
That it's you're kind of lost. You're never reaching your end goal. But these are kind of unrelated thoughts. I'm hoping that you, Monroe, as always, can string these things together.
Well, you weren't far off, I'll be honest, Poe, but there are different elements here that I'd like to discuss. So, firstly, the idea of a circus.
Oh,
Now, when you
I
go to
can't-
the circus,
I can't
everything
tune
is
the radio?
it's massive and it's a crazy experience, and some people love it, some people hate it. But what it actually relates to is being out of control. Now, the tightrope itself, what is one of the main things you have to consider
Well, I
when you're
guess this
walking on
is
a
if you
tightrope?
wanna
Not that you would
turn
know,
off.
Poe, obviously, or maybe you do.
I hardly ever.
Let's go to my room. I do know that for the radio stuff, I don't know if all of it is, but some of them were actually short stories that people submitted. That you could submit. They asked for on Twitter, and I know some of the voiceovers. I know at least one of them is I think Jesse Cox, who did a really funny playthrough of Dr. Decker. Definitely recommend watching his if anyone's actually interested. I know he's streaming this game as well, but I can't watch his stream until I get to play through the game because I want to go through it blind. It's a very nice room. Shift. Okay, so I can't shift. I think from what I remember of the interviews, I think you can shift. So you can shift in your room, I think. Only, maybe. I'm not sure. But I guess we don't have anybody to become right now. So whoever we are right now, Sam is not... We're not actually Sam, I guess. Oh, Oh, we're supposed to go visit Chief DuPont, I believe.
These negative people. If what you're doing is a positive thing,
So let's go
then
visit
you
him.
should always be receiving positive things in return.
Let's go see the chief.
Good, you got my message. Chief Inspector DuPont. I wasn't sure you'd come, but I suppose you're between jobs?
Heck yeah. Alright, so this guy is the guy from Contradiction. This is Rupert Booth, I believe. And he was the main character in that game. Very, very funny in Contradiction. I wonder if there's going to be any callbacks to that. Wow, okay, whoever I am, like, okay, I get, maybe did this person just fall into shape-shifting powers? Because they do not sound confident. Like, if you're trying to pretend to be somebody, you gotta own it, man. This is not going well. This already made a bad sign. I'm probably gonna my character's gonna get killed for not being confident enough.
Well, we both know that's not true.
Ooh.
But I like it. Sam.
Oh, he does know.
That's your cover now. So, the job. Dorota Shaw. 21, accomplished cellist, redhead. Strangled. I know who did it, but I need proof. It's the tarot readers.
Oh, shit. Maybe I shouldn't have told her where I was. So, wow, this is already getting confusing. I'm some kind of shape-shifting dude who's pretending to be a dude that this guy knows, who's also undercover as somebody named Sam. Okay. Should we ask about the victim yeah, why do you think it's the tarot card readers?
Because they predicted it. The older one, Bronwyn, she came into my office last night talking all crazy and saying Dorota was in trouble. I did my best not to lock her up.
So you didn't do anything, is what you're saying. Okay. You didn't look into it, man? Come on.
It all sounded crazy to me. Tarot, the spirit world, cards that move, trans-dimensional thingamajigs. To be honest, I thought she'd probably been smoking something. That's why I didn't take it seriously.
I mean, I guess I kind of understand if somebody comes up to you, go, "Yeah, the tarot cards told me," but like, how do you know they don't actually know something else? You know? What do you mean? Why isn't she in jail? You can't just arrest somebody immediately. Like, you gotta have evidence.
Because things. I don't have enough on her. That's where you come in. The free guest house stay isn't free. I need you to work the case and report back to me. Find out things from the inside. Can you do it?
Wait, so she got murdered in the guest house? They didn't close it for a police investigation? They're just like, nah, you can keep operating. Wait a minute. But the lady of the guest house knows that I'm working with the inspector? What if she had something to do with it? Alright. Whatever. What did he ask? Whatever, I'll try.
Okay. I'll be telling everyone that you've been hired by the Shaws because obviously local law enforcement is either too incompetent or too overworked to solve anything. That gives you a license to talk to people, but only notionally. Don't actually touch people or annoy them. You don't have any real authority, understand? But you help me out, I'll help you.
So I'm just eavesdropping, sort of? Okay. Yeah, what do you mean help me out?
Do I have to spell it out? I'll make your problem go away, or at least sink it to the bottom of a pile of paperwork.
Ooh, what problem?
Your old town? The problem?
Uh-oh.
Come and find me when you're settled. This is Second Chance Sunday for you, Sam. Don't blow it.
Oh gosh, I don't even want to know what I did. Whoa, what the hell? Okay, that's way too close. Oh my god. I thought he was about to stick that up his nose for a second. It was so close to his face. Okay. Yeah, I'm still kind of confused about that trash can symbol. Don't tell me it's not a trash can. It looks like a trash can. That's like the silent thing. There's gotta be a reason why it looks like that. Okay, so these look like conversation trees. Alright, let's start with the victim.
What do you want to know? She was a cellist, selected for a scholarship at Juilliard. It was in the local paper. I'm more of a Bon Jovi fan myself.
Whoa. Okay. Are you stabbing that thing? Sure, you're not the killer? Are you okay, man?
Don't read the paper, do you? Yesterday, Monday the 9th, at approximately 9 p.m, according to the coroner, we got a call from the mother just after 10 p.m.
Was it? What did he say after 9? Okay. You know what? Just in case, I am gonna grab a pen real quick and a piece of paper, because I do not want to forget things. Oh, we'll have to ask him if he's a suspect. Let's see if he gets mad.
Do I have an alibi for last night? Do I? Okay. I was here, and there are video monitors that will prove it. Thanks for ruling me out, genius.
I had to ask that. It was such a stupid question. Oh, man. Okay. Where was she killed?
In her bedroom. She was naked. Strangled. No signs of sexual activity of any kind. It was a weird scene to look at. There was one thing, but it's strictly between you and me.
Yeah.
Dorota had a gold coin in her mouth.
Ooh.
I'm being serious now, Sam. Not a word of this.
Like in her throat?
It's the one thing only the killer would know.
Okay, so don't tell anybody about that. Gotcha. That's strange. I wonder if it has like a ritual meaning or something. I've heard of putting pennies on your eyes before because I think it was like a Greek or Roman thing. You have to pay the fare to Sharon, the River Styx ferryman. Never heard anybody putting a coin in your throat though, or your mouth. That's weird. Okay, so I don't think... Yeah, see, in Dr. Decker, they gave you a notebook. So hopefully... I'll do my best to remember things. Maybe write a couple things down if it seems like I'm going to forget it. But I think this game will be a lot more simple, at least in terms of having to remember details, I think. Because there's more... I think this game is more about the gameplay of figuring out puzzles through shape-shifting as other people, so... Let's keep going. Violet is the,
Born here, runs the local guest house. Lovely lady. Where are you going with this, Sam? What's she told you?
What? Nothing.
She told you she's taking pills, didn't she?
What? No.
Let me handle Violet. She didn't kill anyone.
Okay. You know what? Now I'm starting to think maybe you did have something to do with this. You're awfully chummy with this, the owner of the guest house here where this murder occurred.
Not much. Perhaps you should do some investigating?
Okay.
What could the object I've just handed to you be?
I have never seen anything like this. So, it feels heavy again. And I want to say, it's wooden.
Yes.
And there's a handle, and then it kind of looks like a bell shape.
Yeah.
Like a wooden bell with a large handle.
Yeah, it kind of looks like a non-functional wooden bell.
Yeah, but it's heavy, like really heavy.
Okay, I'm going to explain. The reason why it's heavy, it's in fact an Egyptian maul, which was used by craftsmen to carve temples. It's approximately 4,500 years old and comes from an ancient burial ground called Saqqara. This particular one has traces of the same limestone as the Great Sphinx of Giza. Well, that's what the man down the pub told me.
That's incredible.
Poe's Curiosity Shop is now closed.
I like these little radio bits.
You're listening to Radio August, Dark Nights with Poe and Monroe.
I do want to hear more, but I do want to get the story going.
Contagion by Ashley Van Hesteret.
Oh gosh.
Read by Adam Day. The demon really did spread like a virus. Easier, probably. A virus
Can
needs
we turn it
contact.
into video? I don't know if
Shared
it's worth
air, a
doing that right now.
passing
'Cause
germ,
I
a
think we want
gentle
to investigate
touch.
a little bit with our character
this
first
monster
before we
was not
start
that-
changing into people.
I assume you've been to see Chief DuPont already.
Yes. Let's ask her about.
Not
her.
really. I'm sure she was a precious lamb, though.
That's a weird thing to say.
Yes, a lamb. Young.
Oh
Innocent.
no.
Lambs get slaughtered, though,
What the heck?
don't they?
Okay. What kind of establishment are you running?
Nice, yes, that's a good description. Actually, I thought she was a bit slutty, to be honest. Sorry. I'm gossiping. I don't want to talk ill of the dead. Ask her boyfriend.
Who's that?
Oscar lives at the vicarage next to the church. Don't tell him I sent you, though. I'm sure he's sick of seeing people already.
I'm not actually sure what a vicarage is. I'm sure it's. I'm American. I don't know what that is. We don't use that word. I'm sure I'll figure it out though. She's creeping me out though. Like, jeez.
They're tarot readers.
All of them?
I'm thinking of asking them to leave, actually.
I mean, tarot's cool, but maybe these people aren't.
Because they may have killed someone.
That's a good reason,
It's not
actually.
great for my reputation, is it? Stay at Violet's, the home of killers and hobos.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes a lot of. Wait, hobo? Yeah, hobos. What? Why are you letting hobos stay here?
I'm sorry, it's a derogatory word, isn't it? But strange people seem to gravitate towards this guest house, Sam. I think I'll get the sign changed.
Hobos? I mean, I guess technically, if you're staying at a guest house, maybe you're technically, and you don't have a house, maybe you're a hobo. I don't know though, because assuming you're not letting them stay here for free, lady. Jeez. Yeah, what's your alibi?
It's the strangest thing. I honestly don't remember. But I imagine I was here or getting groceries somewhere.
What? What do you mean you don't remember? Well, okay, don't get me wrong. Like, if you're actually innocent, you may not remember, like, exact time what you're doing, but you just said you straight up don't remember. My character doesn't want to ask about that? What the heck? This person is not a great detective.
No, and I didn't murder her, if that's what you're asking.
I didn't ask that. Oh, yeah, let's ask her about the pills. She's not gonna be happy about this, probably.
I take clozapine. I think they're for anxiety.
What do you mean you think?
I'm a very anxious person.
Didn't you go to the doctor to get that prescribed? I don't know. I have no idea if that's true.
I don't know, Dr. Sam, you tell me.
I literally don't know. Okay. So, my character thinks she is taking pills for schizophrenia. I don't know if that's actually true, if that's used for that or not.
Humans don't want to be in pain.
Alright, well, I think I
So
upset
she
her.
succumbed to the sickness. Or tried at least. Girls
let's go
will.
talk to...
Sam, is it? I'm sensing you're not here for a reading.
Yeah, I mean, is it just normal? Like, I know we just met her, but like I don't know if it's normal at a guest house that's kind of chill like this. I guess it's I don't know. I feel like I've never stayed at a guest house, so I don't know if this is kind of normal behavior for the guests who don't know each other just to go to each other's rooms and talk to each other. Yeah, but maybe these people are just cool with it. What's she got in her hand? Let's see. Yeah, let's ask her about the murder.
Chief DuPont thinks I did it.
Yeah, he does.
I'm hoping you'll convince him otherwise.
Yeah,
All I'm asking is that you dig a little deeper than the chief. I had nothing to do with Dorota's death.
well, that'll be easy because it seems like he didn't look into it at all, and that you just told him that it was gonna happen, and then he's like, "Oh, it was you."
We saw danger in the cards and we tried to stop it. Trust me, Sam, We're on the same team.
Did you warn her?
We saw it in the cards, not images, feelings, impressions. Tarot can be very powerful.
Mm-hmm.
Not these cards. They only tell us what they want us to know.
You have special tarot cards?
In my room, reading. I found a trashy romance novel under the bed.
You just found
I'm
it?
assuming it's Violet's. It's all swooning heroines and brooding vampire Casanovas. Thank God Lexi saved me.
Hopefully it wasn't Twilight. Because then I agree with the saving you part. Saved you.
She came to my room to chat for a little while. That was around 9, I think. You can ask her.
She doesn't remember anything. Wait, what? I don't think she said that. I don't think she said Violet was trashy. She said she had a trashy novel. Doesn't mean that she's trashy. Alright, let's not say anything. Okay, well, let's just leave.
Voice and let them spread. A boy this time.
Let's ask Violet. Oh, I guess I can't ask her.
Go quickly, always.
Alright, let's go,
He was
let's go
a
talk to the
football
other
player.
characters.
Big.
You must be a new guest.
Ooh.
Or you're burglaring us.
Okay.
I'm Rain, by the way.
That guy had silver hair. Hang on. Yeah, sure. Let's shake his hand and hopefully...
Pleased to meet you, Sam. Enjoy your stay. The hot water goes off at 9, by the way. So it's cold showers from there on in. It really bugs me.
That's kind of odd. Why does that happen? Is it like a boiler or something? Okay, let's see what this guy
I
knows.
didn't know her. I know she was called Dorota Shaw. She was young, had red hair, a talented musician.
Yeah, that's about what I know. Who's the next victim? Let's ask this one.
No, not at all. You're completely barking up the wrong tree there.
I feel like I'm asking the most obvious question.
Spoken like the true killer. Posing as a detective, trying to frame
Ooh.
someone else for the murder.
Wait, so you think it was me? Okay. Well, then again, my character does seem to have some kind of shady past. Let's ask him about
We
this.
did a reading. A group reading, actually. With a special tarot deck.
Okay. So they have special tarot decks, so maybe that's why the rules of normal tarot don't apply. Yeah, well, yeah. What's a group reading? I've never heard of anyone doing that before.
The three of us get together and read the same cards. Bronwyn says it makes the whole thing stronger or more powerful or something. But I'm pretty sure I'd get the same answers just on my own.
Sure. Yeah, tell me about the deck.
Mercury? It's not exactly from here. With a normal tarot deck, you'd have the question, so you'd be the querent. With Mercury, it gives you the question and the answer. The cards themselves kind of change.
Oh,
It's
really?
a special deck.
Interesting. Okay, so I wonder, because I ordered this deck. I should be getting it later this week. I wonder if it has these special instructions for it, because that'd be kind of cool if it works like it does in the game, just for fun. Have like a unique set of rules or something. Yeah, can I see it?
I don't have it at the moment. Bronwyn has it.
Do you only have one? Okay. All right. What were you doing last night?
I was in my room. Praying, actually. I don't believe in God, but I was still praying.
Really?
It didn't work.
Wait, what? If you don't believe in God, why you praying?
I don't believe in anything. But I also believe anything is possible, so it's a conundrum.
Oh, so you were just doing it for the heck of it, or to see what happened? Sure.
Morning,
whatever.
find Tenzin rooting around in there. Words were spoken,
Alright.
fists were
Let's see
raised.
what.
Hi, Sam, is it? Come on in, make yourself at home. Mi casa es su casa. Come on.
I'm really hoping that I don't just walk into one of these rooms and get murdered or something. Alright, Lexi. say what you know.
I don't know anyone in this town, except for Bronwyn and Rain, obviously, and Violet, and the Chief, and now you. Sorry, I'm a bit nervous.
So what are these guys actually doing here? Are they on vacation or something? Are they like a group act?
Good old-fashioned fortune-telling. Well, kind of. We drew a card each and smushed them all together. Do you know what the most dangerous tarot card is?
What? The happy squirrel? I don't. That's a loaded question. The most dangerous tarot card? There's no such thing, because the whole point of tarot is to interpret it, and depending on which cards you get and which order you get them in, and even which question you ask, it depends on the meaning. So even cards like death don't necessarily mean something bad, or death is coming. So that's a loaded question. I don't think there is a devil tarot card unless I'm wrong. You know what? Should we say the happy squirrel and make her think we're idiots? Let's do it.
You've done your research. The happy squirrel was vague and mysterious, but not evil.
I don't think she appreciated that. Unless that's a reference to something I don't get.
The Five of Swords. I think so anyway. There's nothing more dangerous than someone taking whatever they want, no matter the cost.
Okay. And then I said I'm not pretending that I'm any kind of expert on tarot. I'm not. I don't have that much information. I've seen a couple games with it. I've had tarot cards, and I've had tarot readings from, like, my family had a cool old deck of tarot cards. So we've done it a couple times. So, and I know there's probably different rules for different situations, but I don't know that the Five of Swords, I don't know what particular meaning that generally has. But, okay.
Yeah, I did. Rain got the Knight of Wands, that's Dorota, and Bronwyn got the Ten of Swords, which is, well, swords in general are bad.
I guess. Alright.
She's like my big sister, so pretty well.
Okay, so they're close. Well, she's not gonna answer this question, probably, right? Well, let's ask it anyway.
No.
Like, even if it was true, she's not gonna be like, yeah, it was her. Okay. Yeah, why did you come here?
The cards told us to. Well, the cards of Rain. Tarot gives us a rough direction, and he narrows it down with some astrological jiggery-pokery. He's basically a walking esoteric library. And if that sounds dull, let me reassure you, it is.
Wait, so you guys are like traveling nomads and you go where the tarot cards lead you? Huh. Oh, yeah, you do whatever the cards tell you?
No. Well, yeah.
Ooh.
Well, no. We have a job to do.
Is that where is my detectives thinking here that the character that they read a tarot card that said that Shaw had to get murdered or something, and then they did it?
I didn't say job. I said job.
What the heck is a job? Yeah, what's a job?
Okay. We make a cheese obelisk, a chob, and depending on the shape of that chob, we get different answers to questions.
What? I guess I'm gonna say I know you're lying, because what? I don't know what the heck she just said.
No, you don't.
Damn it, she called me out.
I was in my room all night with Bronwyn. We were painting our nails. You can ask Bronwyn. We were together.
That doesn't prove it. What do you mean together?
Not together. That sounded kinkier than I meant it to.
Well, she just said they're like sisters, so I would hope not.
It's very, very heavy.
Alright.
It's wooden and...
Correct.
I think it's time to do some shape
Find
shifting.
somewhere safe to transition. You're not a superhero.
So, I think the thing is about this too, you're pretending to be this person, so you have to sort of guess at what they're saying. So now we know that she and her are like sisters, so they should be pretty close. I don't know how close this dude is to these two. And she doesn't seem to like them very much. Oh, we could become Chief DuPont and talk to Violet, maybe? Let's try that.
Hi, Hi, I'm Chief DuPont.
Alright. Okay. Let's,
Takes that amount of care nowadays. But this particular mangle
Let's go
was
talk to
used to...
Violet.
Who knows whether you've made the right decision or not, Claude?
How's Bronwyn been?
Ooh, gosh, that was creepy.
What were you doing last night?
Wait, how come
How's
he's...
Bronwyn been?
So Sam's not... Sam is sort of like a faceless protagonist. He doesn't have vocal lines, it sounds like, but I guess everybody else does. Interesting. Ha, now it feels like I'm playing Jinx again. What would you say if I did this? Anyway.
How's Bronwyn been?
Let's ask about that.
Overly nice. She's covering her tracks well if she has anything to hide.
So
What was it I asked you to do again?
You just told me to report back to you if I noticed anything suspicious. Good grief, Claude. You're a bit young to be losing your marbles already.
What were you doing last night?
Claude, we've been through this. I honestly don't remember. I checked my diary and there's no entry, so I was probably here, as always.
Wait a minute. You don't remember?
How can you not remember, Violet?
You are the same character from Dr. Decker having blackouts again. Don't tell me you've been leading people to the beach and having dreams of Cthulhu or something.
I don't know. Which is exactly what I said in my statement.
Wait a minute.
Don't try and get me to contradict
Ha
myself.
ha! Nice. Oh man. Yeah. So in Contradiction, that's literally the name of the game. You play as Detective Jenks, and in that game you ask people questions, and you can sort of cross-examine their answers, and if they say two things that contradict each other, you call them out on it basically to progress the story and get information. That's funny. Okay. Okay, so we know she's taking pills. My character seems to think that they're for schizophrenia. So is the implication that she's blacking out because of that, or because of the pills or something? Huh. Alright, well, let's see.
The demon. The demon would grow stronger, too big for its
I'm
stolen
curious
place,
if any of the
pushing
characters will
lungs
talk
out of
to
the way
me
until
as
breathing
DuPont.
hurts. He
Chief DuPont. What a pleasant surprise. I think we've covered just about everything twice over, but if you think I'm hiding something...
Let's just
Who are
talk.
you really, Bronwyn Castle?
Does it bother you, Chief DuPont, knowing there are things in this world that aren't black and white? You don't know what to file me under, and that makes you uncomfortable. Or perhaps you've already
Pretty
made
much.
up your mind about me.
The real DuPont.
Why don't you
has-
tell me who you think I am?
Oh, she really doesn't like DuPont.
You're a con artist.
Ooh.
You're a murderer.
Ooh. How should we play this? Well, we know the real chief thinks she's a murderer, but that's just gonna... Either one's just gonna piss her off, right? You know what? Let's just do what he would do.
You're gonna need to do some more research, Chief. That's just not true.
Alright, well, she's right. We can't prove
moment
it.
of peace. She made her decision, and the resolve
Oh, wait. She's like, you just left. What do you
reach
want?
out in that subtle human way. Of course she did. That's just nature.
Oh, Chief Inspector, you gave me a shock. What is it? What have I done?
Tell me about Bronwyn.
She's an Aquarius. Her favourite colour is green. What else do you need to know?
Is she your leader? Are you prepared to go to jail for her?
Yeah, let's just go with that.
Jail? What for? I haven't done anything wrong.
Aiding and abetting a criminal. I don't need a reason.
Damn.
Aiding and abetting a criminal.
This guy is a real, he goes right for the throat.
I'll aid and abet Bronwyn to the day I die, but she's not a criminal.
Okay.
Why are you here in August?
Well, it's not for the nightlife, I can tell you that. This is where the cards told us to go. I guess you could call it destiny.
Okay, so same answers.
Do you know anyone here? What's wrong with the nightlife?
There isn't any. And sometimes a girl needs a party.
What were you doing last night?
Nothing. I mean, I was here all night. This cat's on her. Bron can vouch for me.
That sounded like she almost got caught in a lie for a second.
No more. But of course there was more. Pills don't work very well. She'd only gotten sick, was taken to the hospital before the pills tore apart her liver. The doctors,
Whoa.
the ones who cared enough to see the signs, helped her, or tried at least. And the demon was quieted for a while, until he wasn't. More time, and the girl tried again. Nothing got better for her. She tried again, rewrote the note, redid the demon's ritual, just different enough to work this time. The virus ready to spread. The blood stained the porcelain and he relished in it. The pain let go, finally, and that fed him too. She was dead. The demon had outgrown his host, gotten too big for her poor soul to bear, tore her apart and bled out with her, her true final bedfellow. But the virus wasn't quite spreading yet. That death alone couldn't start the contagion. It needed an audience. And they made it so easy. They paraded her face on posters, told her tragic story, painted the town red with her hair and her blood, satiated the awful curiosity of the audience, fed the other demons, gave them a bigger home, a louder voice, and let them spread. A boy this time. Good. They were more successful. After the first domino falls, the rest go quickly. Always. He was a football player. Big, loud, and sure. Good. He wouldn't take long. The demon knew it, and he didn't. The demons are already there. They just need ears to listen. It wasn't hard to make the boy listen after the first bell. No one would go to your funeral. You'd be better off. So would your father and sister. There was nothing here. A little lying goes a long way after the virus starts to spread. He only needed to write one letter. Only needed to walk to the bridge once. Stare over the river's flow with an empty kind of longing once. Like needing to go home after a long day of pain, finding the water below like you'd find the bed sheets at night. He was dead. The demon had outgrown his host,
it's repeating.
gotten too big for this poor soul.
Good evening, Chief Dupont.
Dorota's
like-
family. What does the tarot say about them?
I do like the radio stuff. It makes you feel like you're kind of walking through a nightmare. Interesting.
Bronwyn never been arrested? Dorota's...
I can do a reading if you want.
Thought you didn't have the cards.
Yes.
You liar. This is not the special deck.
It's the Five of Cups. It talks about loss and dealing with that loss. I don't think you need a tarot reader to interpret that one.
Dang it. I feel like I'm wasting my questions.
Bronwyn never been arrested?
Not since I've met her. She's a lawful good type character.
You played D&D? Yeah! Heck yeah.
Lexi ever been in trouble with the police?
If she's really lawful good, then yeah, she wouldn't commit murder. But I don't trust anything you say, sir. Let's ask about him.
Lex...
I've never been convicted, no.
But you have been arrested?
Been charged.
My mind's gone blank.
Yeah, a lot of people have, huh? Well, couldn't the real inspector look this up if we ask him?
Welcome to Poe's Curiosity Shop.
Alright, let's see if we can get some people to talk. Alright. What happens if we try visiting?
Hi, I'm Bronwyn.
Actually, let's try Violet. Because I don't, they'll probably more freely talk to each other, but it'll be harder to talk to them because they're more likely to know if something's up. Let's turn to Violet.
Hello, I'm Violet.
Can I break the game if I try to visit? Oh no, dang it, I meant to do that. I was like, I wonder if I can break the game if I.
Hello, I'm Violet.
If I visit the person that I'm shapeshifted as, I wonder if I break the game.
The purpose of most spirit chimes is to keep
Oh,
spirits
we'll let
away,
you, okay.
as you might know. However,
You don't trust me, do you, Violet? Is it because I read tarot? Why don't you let me pull a card for you?
I think
No,
she would
thank
say
you.
she would say no.
Okay.
Did you sleep well last night?
Yes, thank you.
I didn't see you yesterday evening.
She did say that she would be able to confirm it. Damn. Let's see what happens if we.
I stayed in my room. You can ask Lexi. That reminds me, I think I found a book of yours. It's called He Came Through the Shadows.
What makes you think it's mine?
Your name's written on the inside cover.
Damn. Okay, so she's lying about her alibi because she said. Didn't she say that she would confirm, or did she say her sister would confirm it? Shoot. This is why I need to take notes.
Long, playing with the radio, and all of a sudden there's this woman standing in front of my car. Naturally, I slammed on the brakes and attempted to swerve away from her, but I still felt the thump of solid body connecting with my car. There simply was no denying that sickening thump. When my car finally skidded to a full stop, I thought my heart would burst from my chest. It was pounding so hard. My hands trembled as I put the car in park, and I just sat there. The hum of the engine and a distorted voice from the now crackling speakers were my only company as I simply sat there. Everything in my head was screaming for me to go, to run. No one saw me. No one knew I even went for a drive. I could just run and, God forgive me, leave her there to be someone else's problem. But I couldn't do it.
Alright, I'm gonna take
I
some
had
notes
to
real
know.
quick.
I had to know if I had just killed this girl.
So Violet didn't
So-
see
I took a deep breath
Bronwyn last
in
night.
my rear view mirror. The red glow of my brake lights illuminated the lump lying in the road behind me. A body. There was definitely a body.
Alright.
Run.
Let's go talk to
Everything still
Rain.
Mrs. Gallagher, an unexpected pleasure.
Oh, he likes her.
How long are you planning to be here?
Ooh, that's rude.
In town? I really don't know. Until the tarot tells us to leave, or you kick us out, obviously.
I'm
How
guessing that.
did you know Dorota was going to die?
So maybe he'll be more willing to talk to her.
Why do you think the police suspect Bronwyn?
Now, that's a very good question. Logically speaking, you'd assume all three of us were in on it.
Yeah.
Or none of us.
But maybe they think she's the leader. Oh, is that it? Okay.
I wanted to say I was breathing, but in all honesty, I think I was holding my breath, afraid.
Hello, Violet. Is everything okay? Ignore the mess. I was just going to tidy it up.
Did you have a pleasant...
Great, thanks. The room's really lovely.
But you weren't in this room, were you? But you weren't in this room, were you? I didn't see you around yesterday evening.
She asked... Okay, so Bronwyn said... She said she was in here
But you
all
weren't
night.
in this room, were you?
Oh no, was I sleepwalking again? I haven't done that since... for ages. I didn't come into your room, did I?
No.
What if we lie?
Yes.
I'm so sorry. I don't know why I do that. It only seems to happen when there's a lot of bad energy floating around. Bronwyn says I just stand there and stare. I didn't catch you, not sleeping, did I?
What do you think I've been doing, lady?
Was breathing. Short and shallow breaths.
Okay,
But she was
so...
breathing.
She said she sleepwalks.
I looked her over. Her face was partially covered in bloody hair. I clasped my hand over hers, reassuring her as she lightly squeezed my hand.
Alright, let's try...
Hi, I'm Bronwyn.
Oh, can we visit Chief DuPont? I didn't even think about that.
Her breath was becoming much more shallow,
Oh, we
and her
should go
grip
see him.
weakened. The operator
Let's go
answered.
talk to these guys.
Is there
first.
something I can help with, Miss Castle?
Oh yeah, she does not like me.
I hope we're not being too much trouble.
It's very brave of you to tell the chief that Dorota will be murdered and then stick around afterwards. I'd have run for sure.
You strike me as someone braver than that. Why would I run?
You're prime suspect, aren't you? You look strong enough to strangle another woman. Even if you're innocent, a jury would probably convict you.
You look strong, even if I'm innocent. You look strong enough to strangle another woman too.
Well, if you can't pay for your rooms,
Ooh.
you might just find out.
Okay. Yep. I shouldn't have said that. Shit. What if she murders her now and it's my fault?
Like satin bed sheets. In my car.
Bron, something doesn't feel right. I don't know what exactly, but it's not right.
Wait a
Thoughts
minute.
on Dorota?
So is this whole thing relying on the fact that everyone's just gonna stay in their rooms all night? Cause like, what if I walk out, change to somebody, and then they walk out of their room at the same time? It's a little dangerous.
Well, it's hard to say with just one victim. Musical talent, red hair. If there's another, there will be a pattern. Do you think it's another right?
A right?
As in the same thing we were chasing after in Birmingham? I suppose it doesn't really matter. Just have to try and stop it.
Stop it?
Okay, so these guys are trying to stop a bunch of people murdering redheaded musical talent.
Birmingham?
The Traveller? Dead Girls? Ring any bells?
Traveller?
Bron, you're acting weird. Are you still you?
Uh-oh. I'm being too suspicious.
Of course.
Stop freaking me out. It's not cool in this current climate.
It had only been moments since I'd made the call.
Yeah, I guess you gotta be careful about
There was no way they
trying
made it
to,
out to my house that fast.
get information out of people
I
by
watched
pretending you
them
don't
walk
know
up the
because
driveway
they expect you
and
to know.
see their
obviously.
mouths moving.
Ron, are you okay?
I'm not okay.
Well, if you're worried, I should be worried. Why are you worried? Should I be worried?
Are you worried?
Only if you are. This could go on in circles for a while. Let's just keep cool and stay in our rooms.
This must be a fun evening, huh?
Splintered from the screen because at that moment,
Yeah, let's go see if
that very moment, she
This castle.
Oh, we
I'm
could talk
surprised
to
to
him.
see you here.
Yeah. Alright.
I didn't kill Dorota.
You're a prime suspect. And your alibi is that you were in the guest house with another prime suspect at the time. It doesn't look good for you.
What did she tell him?
Have you got a problem with me?
Everyone has a problem with you, Bronwyn. I can arrest you for something right now. How does perverting the course of justice sound?
Kinky.
Whoa! Yeah, let's see what happens.
Oh, you are pushing me today, young lady.
What if he just arrests me right now? Oh my god. Why is he looking at that pen like that?
Sleep, he whispered. It was a hopeful plea, feebly delivered. Uni's reply, a loud and indignant meow, was an order. This could only mean one thing. Ivan sat up.
Alright. Actually, now I kind of want to go see what he says.
Hello, I'm Violet. I'm Violet.
I want to go see what he says to her, because he obviously seems to know her.
He hoped it was a mouse or a vole. At least they were always dead.
What's going on, Violet? Is everything okay?
Yes, I'm okay. No, I'm not okay.
What's the matter?
I don't feel safe. I think I might be the killer. The new detective's acting strangely.
Yeah, let's talk about ourselves.
That's to be expected. I told Sam to do whatever it takes to get the job done. Maybe strange is one of those things. Off you go. I'm being subtle. I don't want to see you back here, okay? You got anything to report, give me a call. Any problems, talk to Danny. Danny, remember?
Who's Danny?
Danny?
Okay, good. Just look after yourself.
To be moving, these were all good signs. White fur. What is that? A rat? No, not a rat. A cat. Smaller than a cat. A kitten. Ivan stared at Uni. She circled the kitten's body, stepping over its limp legs without even looking, her eyes fixed on him, waiting for what?
Hello, I'm Rain. I'm Rain.
When he returned, the kitten was scrambling at the mat with its front paws, trying to drag itself up. Its back legs lay
Sorry about the
helplessly
cat.
on the
It's
floor.
creeping me out. Oh shoot, she's not here.
Ivan dropped down next to the kitten.
Ooh. What
It's
does that
okay.
mean?
Have you met the new detective yet? We're basically under 24-hour surveillance now.
Do you think Sam's onto us?
Onto what exactly?
What we did? Our role in the murder? The real reason we're here?
Sam's not a mind reader. At least I don't think so. Just try not to let anything slip.
No, he's a shapeshifter.
Harder even than a magpie. One.
Rain, I'm so worried about Bronwyn. What are we going to do?
Why are you worried about Bronwyn?
The chief thinks she killed Dorota.
Maybe she did kill Dorota.
It, unveiling the bloody mess he'd made, and he quickly replaced it, shutting his eyes hard to try to erase the sight.
Ray, I'm busy. You gonna turn yourself in?
Yeah. No.
Then you're wasting my time.
Pulled along the groove of the floor tiles, and
Like
she
we're not-
lowered her
not
head
getting anywhere.
to lap it hungrily. Ivan pushed her away.
She's still missing.
A moment.
I hope that doesn't mean she's in my
He sat in
room.
silence until he could no longer.
I'm a little weirded out. Wonder where she went.
Hi, I'm Lexi. Oh, I'm Lexi.
Oh, she didn't get murdered. That's not good.
Palms. He left the towel on the floor. He'd
Hello, Lexi. What can I do for you?
Please don't ask us to leave.
Well, I don't have one. I literally can't remember what I was doing.
Please don't ask us.
Have you been speaking to Sam? You're safe for the minute.
That sounds ominous.
If one of your crew did murder Dorota, you can't really stay here, can you?
Something for Mummy. Ivan perched on the edge of the bed and placed the kitten on the duvet. Did you order this?
What's up, Lexi? I'm sensing something's on your mind.
I'm worried about our alibi.
Don't worry about that. We don't have anything to hide. I'm more worried about Violet. I didn't see her last night, did you?
You think she's the murderer? Did Violet know Dorota?
I have no idea. They're both redheads. Maybe August has a club?
The Redhead Club. Alright, so Violet's suspicious.
Nightmares by Angela Atkins. Read.
Something's weird, isn't it? Bron seems strange today.
How are you?
Do you think Bronwyn might get falsely imprisoned?
That wasn't my question.
It happens all the time.
It does actually.
Are you looking to take over?
Fortunately, there's a lot of, what do you call it, false convictions. Listen to a lot of true crime podcasts. Hopefully the criminal justice system, at least in America. I don't know elsewhere, but fortunately flaws exist.
No. I'm just worried.
And I just sat there. The hum of the engine and a distorted...
What is it, Miss Taylor?
Why did you hire Sam? Who would want to kill Dorota? Dorota's boyfriend seems sweet. Are Dorota's family safe? Dorota's boyfriend seems sweet.
That's bluff.
Have you met him?
Yes.
Miss Taylor, is that a contradiction?
Ah, shit.
It's not what you said in your written statement.
Sorry, I meant no.
Yes. Yes, you did.
Damn, I messed up.
Why did you hire Sam? Who would want to kill Dorota?
You and your contradictions.
Are you doing your own investigation? Great! Let me know when you find out.
Uh-oh.
Bronwyn thinks you've got it in for her.
I go after bad guys. If she's a bad guy, then I've got it in for her.
Why weren't the police protecting Dorota?
In hindsight, that does look like a good idea, doesn't it? We didn't believe you. We still don't.
Why did you hire Sam?
I didn't hire Sam, the Shaw family did.
No, they didn't. Why did you hire Sam?
I wouldn't know that.
The hiring of Sam is no concern of yours, either way.
Are Dorota's family safe?
Why? What are you gonna do?
Oh shit.
Nothing,
I wonder if we could,
just checking.
I wonder if we could accidentally get people arrested in here.
Nobody's safe.
That sounds really
Nothing, just
murdery.
I've got my eye on you, Lexi Taylor.
Oh shit.
Rain, are they even your real names?
Okay.
Smell that would never let me sleep
All
at night
right.
again.
I wonder if something will happen now. 'Cause-
My legs felt like jello as I approached. One hand on the side of my car.
Okay, I feel like we've exhausted everything, or is there gonna be new stuff open? Because let's go back to Sam. Maybe we can ask some new questions now. Actually, why don't we go talk to DuPont?
Miss? My voice cracked.
It's 6 o'clock, and you're listening to Radio August. Police investigating the murder of Dorota Shaw are appealing to the community to help catch her killer. The body of 21-year-old Miss Shaw, an accomplished cellist, was found in her home last night. Police are describing the murder as a violent and despicable act. Monroe?
It's just terrible. Meanwhile, out of respect for the victim and her family, this weekend's Tulip Festival has been postponed. New dates will be announced shortly, so do stay tuned to Radio August for updates.
I heard Dorota Shore was due to play this weekend.
At the Tulip Festival.
Indeed. I understand why they'd want to postpone it. Tonight the weather will be mostly dry and warm, but be on the lookout for dark clouds on the horizon, as there may be scattered showers. Best take an umbrella, Monroe, so you don't get wet.
I like getting wet. That's 6 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
Alright. I guess the time went up. I didn't see what time it started, but I assume it's probably been an hour, so now it's 6 p.m. Ooh, keep investigating, or no? Let's go to the next chapter. I don't think there's anything else to do.
Her hand squeezed mine, just a little tighter, as I began to pull her hair away from
I'm
her
actually
face.
going
Her breath
to cut this really quick. I just want to make sure the audio and everything is good, and after that I'll continue.